Hi you guys, I'm MUA Nadia Sasha. I am a professional makeup artist. I've been in the makeup industry for 6 years. I own my own makeup line. We have Angel Like Cosmetics. We just launched our eyeshadow palettes. Our website is going to be linked down below. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how I get this makeup look. But not only how I get this makeup look, I will be showing you professional makeup tips, how to do makeup on people of all origins around the world. I will also be teaching you guys how to do makeup on yourself for professional purposes such as Instagram, and how to do makeup on a makeup client, and giving you guys makeup tips to really help you further your career in the makeup industry. I will start by saying that I do not know all there is about makeup, but from the knowledge that I have acquired over the years, I am willing to share with you what I do know about the makeup industry, and I hope that you can learn some tips today that you can apply to your career as a makeup artist or a makeup enthusiast. Either way, I am a faith-based makeup channel. If you've learned anything from this video, I teach makeup here on YouTube, and I ask that you subscribe. I am a mother of 3 trying to live my dream. You supporting my channel means a lot to me, and make sure that you check out my website. If I can assist you any way, it would be a great pleasure to me. Now, God bless, and I hope that you enjoy this video. I tried to not edit it as much because it is a master class, and it is going to help you learn some skills in makeup, such as how to apply eyeshadow, how to blend eyeshadow, how to do a cut crease, how to apply glitter, how to apply foundation, how to apply contour, how to do a ombre lip combination, and hopefully how to do eyebrows as well, and how to do a ombre eyebrow effect. Now, my baby was in the video, and he did play peekaboo with you guys a little bit, but I hope that you guys will find joy in seeing his little baby self. Alright, enjoy the video. Today's verse, you guys already know that I use the Serenity Prayer Promise book, and I just want to get into it with you guys. It says, God is not a God of confusion but of peace. 1 Corinthians verse 14 verse 33. Alright, I hope that blesses you guys. So I just want to know, I will be doing hair. As a makeup artist, it is very helpful to know, have a little bit of knowledge on how to do hair. You can always upcharge for hair a small amount if you're just starting. But if you really don't know how to do hair, you could just hands-off hair. It's going to be all up to your preference. I say offer what you're able to do. I'm going to be using my Morphe retractable brow pencil, and this is going to be in the shade Mocha. But your brushes absolutely need to be sanitized. There's no ifs and buts. Make sure you clean your brushes. If you don't know how to properly sanitize your makeup brushes, make sure you watch a video about it here on YouTube. I personally don't have any videos, but if I can find one, I'll try to link one below for you guys, because sanitization is the #1 key component to doing makeup. It's a must. I use a little bit of a lighter shade for my eyebrows just because I don't like them looking too dark. That's just my preference. And I tilt the magnifying mirror looking up, and I just go in and I make a line under the front of my eyebrows, and then I take this line and go to the back. Now, having your eyebrows plucked out for this process is gonna be best, and if you don't have your eyebrows plucked, I mean, it's gonna be possible, but it's gonna be sometimes more difficult. But just keeping up with your eyebrows is really gonna help. I'm going to go ahead and just line the top, and I'm gonna make an arch. The way that I make an arch, say your client doesn't have any eyebrows at all, is you're gonna envision a nice eyebrow that fits their face shape, and you're gonna have to kind of go off of drawing a picture in your mind. And or if they have really nice eyebrows, you can just fill in the gaps. And I want to advise you guys, for clients, never go too dark on an eyebrow shade. It could throw off the look. And if you do, you can lighten it up by putting some powder on the eyebrow. I hope that this information helps you guys. And if you overdraw the eyebrow, you can always conceal it. It's just how I do my brows. I do them very simply. Blend it out at the beginning of the brow with a spoolie. I don't like harsh brows in the beginning. Some people don't like that. Your clients might specifically ask for their brows to be accentuated in the beginning. And I just say, you know, keep it a little bit natural still, because, you know, other people might not like that on them if they absolutely force you to do it. I mean, your client's gonna know how they like their makeup best, but do whatever you can to make them look good. You want the makeup to look good. It's your work. You want them to look good. So now I'm gonna be taking my e.l.f. matte camo conceal, and this is a 16-hour finish. This is a really good concealer for cleaning up under the eyebrows, and I'm just gonna apply it here. Now if you have a client, you could just apply it to the back of your hand, grab a brush and apply it to the eye. Before we go any further, I want to make sure that you guys know, before you do a makeup client, you always have to make that your brushes absolutely need to be sanitized. There's no ifs, ands, buts. Make sure you clean your brushes. If you don't know how to properly sanitize your makeup brushes, make sure you watch a video about it here on YouTube. I personally don't have any videos, but if I can find one, I'll try to link one below for you guys, because sanitization is the #1 key component to doing makeup. And in Sephora, they have other ways of cleaning off makeup brushes. They have the refresh spray by Sephora. Sephora has some sprays that you can use with a paper towel, and that will sanitize your makeup enough for you to do a client. Okay, so for my under eye concealer, I'm going to use this Wet n Wild. This is a medium shadow brush, and I'm just going to get this brush and lightly pull down the concealer to the eye. And I'm going to make sure that under the eyebrow is clean. And this concealer is going to help to make sure that all of my shadows are blended and looking really nice. We have an even base to work on. And you just want to make sure that when you are blending your concealer, it's blended. You don't want any streaks or any spots or anything of that sort, of that nature, and you just really want to blend it out nicely. So don't be afraid to play around with products and whatever you find works best, and always try to suit the client's skin tone. So look for those undertones. If they have a golden undertone, a neutral undertone, or a mixed undertone, if it's golden and neutral, you can always mix foundations as long as they're water based and silicone based. Do not ever mix a silicone based foundation mixed with a water base. You will end up messing up the foundation. So those types of things, you always want to make sure that you are matching the client's skin tone. Now if you do have a darker complected client and you're looking to do their eyes, you can use a brighter concealer, but you're gonna have to be very careful and make sure that you blend everything seamlessly, and make sure, and that's for the eyes, and everything has to be really well blended. Now I've seen people in the darker skin tone ranges using very light concealers, but you have to know how to blend those things. So you want to just go a shade lighter than your client's skin tone with concealers, or two. You don't want to go too light, especially if you're a newer makeup artist. It can get really light really easily. Every nationality has different features and different face shapes and different things like that. And though we might have certain things in common with everybody, because you know we're all a face, right? We all have different features. It's important to know how to do everybody's makeup. And some people stick to one type of person or one genre of people, but I suggest knowing how to do everybody's makeup so that you're diversified and nobody comes to you by surprise or a challenge. So just, you know, already know how to do everybody's makeup so that when somebody that is very fair comes to you, you know how to do it, and somebody, you know, darker complected comes to you, you already know how to do it. So make sure that you guys are well diverse. Today I'm going to use my Angel Light Cosmetics eyeshadow palette. This is from Angel Light Cosmetics. This is my biblical base makeup line. These are the shades in my palette. We have some beautiful shades, and I'm going to be telling you the ones that we're going to be using today. I'm going to start with Angel today. And I'm just gonna take this all over the eyelid. In makeup, it's all about blending. You have to blend things really well. You can make things work. You just really need to take charge over the makeup and not let the makeup take charge over you. And as long as you know that you're in control, there's a lot that you can do with makeup. And I'm gonna take some of that at the beginning of the brows to kind of make it a little bit lighter, to give it ombre brow effect, if that makes sense, and smoothen out the beginning of the brow and make it very nice and smooth. As you could tell, that white eyeshadow is very pigmented. I'm gonna go on with a little bit more and just highlight the eye all together and give it a nice even smooth base so that when we work with the colors, it's gonna be nice and smooth and easy to blend everything. Now this class right here, this makeup masterclass that I'm giving you, this video here, this is gonna be more for intermediate makeup artists, somebody that already knows something about makeup but wants to add to their skill set. I will later on make a video for beginners, but beginners are welcome to watch this video because you will learn something from this, especially if you're trying to be a makeup artist and take on clients. You might want to save this video and rewatch it after you've taken a couple clients and you've kind of gotten a feel for makeup altogether. Doing a cut crease today. I'm going to start with this shade, and this is Clouds, and I will be showing you guys how to apply Clouds. I'm going to be putting my brush into the eyeshadow, and I'm going to go on my eye. I'm going to dab it in the middle of the eye and go back and forth. My baby is in the background of this video, and he is very happy to be here today. And I'm going to start at the beginning of the eye and kind of just dabbing it all over the eye. And I'm just going to be dabbing it. I do have a mirror in this eyeshadow palette, and I'm so glad that I do. Having a mirror was so important to me, especially as a makeup artist, because I know that when I throw an eyeshadow palette in my travel bag, it's important to me to have an eyeshadow palette with a mirror. I love having a mirror with me when I travel. So this palette is also small enough to travel with. It's a 12 shade eyeshadow palette, so it's a really gorgeous palette, and it's very important to me. The meaning behind it and everything like that is super important to me. My son is saying peekaboo in the background. I am a mother of 3. I will be doing both of my eyes at the same time just because I feel that it helps my eyes to be more even, and that way I can keep my eyeshadow pretty even. I'm just patting from the middle and just going to the front to the back and keep on doing this motion, and I'm going to take it a little bit higher. When you go too high, it makes it harder to blend, but I'm kind of feeling my natural crease and just going in there, and I'm doing this with my eye open. Now if you have a makeup client, you can have them close their eyes, and that's going to be more helpful to you. And when they close their eyes, you're going to feel for their crease, and you're just going to dab in the middle and go side to side in your makeup client's eyes, and it's going to be even Now with the makeup client, you do want to have to be mindful of your time. If you're just starting and you have somebody that can bear a little bit of time with you for starting, that's great. But if you are in the intermediate phase and you're trying to learn how to add to your skills and your clients, you really want to make sure that you are being mindful of your time, because they don't really know what you're doing. They just know that you're taking a long time on their eyes. So it's important to be mindful. For the next shade, we're going to be going in with Whirlwind right here. So I'm going to be taking this brush and using Whirlwind. Just going to really go under the blue shadow in the crease and press up from the middle, how I told you guys I was going to do. Now this eyeshadow palette is very pigmented. It has some gorgeous shades. So I'm so happy to be sharing this with you guys. It's definitely very beautiful for beginners and pro makeup artists that want a touch of color in their lives. It has some very beautiful colors, and I just really hope that you guys get the chance to try it out. It has a Bible verse on it. It says, "I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made," Psalm 139 verse 14. And that's there to remind you guys that you were fearfully and wonderfully made, that your existence here on earth matters, and that you matter. You are beautiful and your presence is needed. I'm going to now take the cloud shade. This is our Angel Light Cosmetic brush set, by the way, and I'm gonna diffuse the Whirlwind on the ends. Now keep in mind, you can do this with any color. You can do this with a neutral look. This is gonna be the base color. Okay friends, just reminding you, we're still using the magnified side of the mirror. I'm going to take the e.l.f. concealer. This is the Camo Conceal, and I am going to show you how I cut my crease. I just put a dot on the eye with the client. You are going to want to use a lip applicator for this, or the brush, the cling brush directly. I recommend using a lip applicator. You kind of have 2 times to get it right. And I will do this one eye at a time for you. This is from Sephora. This is the concealer brush, and it's a great brush for cutting the crease. I'm going to take this concealer all the way up. I'm gonna do it over my crease that I already have. I took a little bit on the back of my hand just so I could really grab a lot of product. And I'm just making it like a C over the crease of my eye. You kind of have to just envision it and go for it. And you want to make sure that you're leaving some of the blue that you had on previously peeking through. And yes, so you want it to be a little bit bigger than your crease, just so that you could see it when your eye is open. And it's gonna be up to you, you're liking how you want this to be, but I'm just going to keep on going and blending out to my liking. I recommend starting small, especially if you're new to a cut crease, and then going bigger. And I'm just going to go in and take it up, 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 up. And then, like I said, you want to start small. And then when you see where it's going, especially when you're doing the other eye, you don't want to cause any unevenness. That round shape, kind of like a half circle, the most perfect half circle you can create. I just want to show you guys, I'm using a really precise brush like this. This is the Real Techniques brush, and I did do a review on this set. And I'm just blending this blue shadow out and fixing the crease. If not, just adding more of a precise cut to the crease. So I'm using my Angel Light Cosmetics Silver Glitter, and I'm going to cut the crease with this Kiss Strip Lash Adhesive. And this is for strip lashes, and it will take you a little bit more to take off, but it's the way of the glitter. So I'm gonna show you guys what this gorgeous glitter looks like. And she does adhere. She's actually adhering to the primer. Oh, and I was not planning for her to do that, but she just did. And I'm going to take the Angel Like Cosmetics eyeshadow shade Wings right here, and I'm just gonna fill in the rest of the look with that. Glitter is stunning. She is taking up the lid and doing what she is supposed to do. So I am going to take this glitter and lightly pat it onto the primer. The way that you typically would apply a glitter is by using a lash glue. The only thing about it is it makes it difficult for yourself or clients to take away, but with the right amount of products you could take it off. If you want to take off glitter or blend it, you can always use a spoolie. It will really help to get that glitter where you want it. Find this e.l.f. eyeliner. I'm going to be looking down in the mirror, and I'm going to just line it up with the bottom of my eye and make a line that matches the bottom of my eye to the tail of my eyebrow. And I'm gonna just do 2 lines, fill it in, and fix the points. And that's how I do the liner. And with the client, you want to start with the eye open, and you want to take your hand off of the client before you have them close their eye. And then you're gonna have them close their eye and you can fill it in. And when their eye is closed, make sure that they don't open it, or else they will open their eye and ruin all the work that you just did. So when you do eyeliner, you always want to do it just like math. What you do with one side, you do to the other. You're gonna do that with eyeliner. If you ever mess up on your eyeliner, you can add concealer, or you could just put concealer under to match it. If you do glitter, you do not need to do the beginning of the eye with liner. If you don't want to, you just, for the inner corners, I'm just going to use a matte white shade. I'm going to subtly brighten it up. Makeup is whatever you make it, as long as you make it beautiful, you make it you. Some people do makeup differently, and that's okay, as long as you get your own style. This is just to inspire you to feel more like you have more authority over what you're doing. I'm gonna use some of Royalty and just go between that black and Whirlwind and kind of just get a smoky effect on the end here. And I'm gonna blend it ever so slightly up into Whirlwind, and I'm just kind of gonna leave it, you know, just so that it has that effect. Now you can be blending all day. Be really careful when you use this technique because it could go either way. So you just kind of have to know when to stop, even in blending sometimes, because you don't want to overdo it. And I'm going to take some more clouds and just go in and lightly, smoothly blend everything out. So this is what we're left with right now. I'm really loving it so far, and this is really going to come together. You want to keep it as nice and even as possible. There we have it. I'm going to apply a lash. I looked down in the mirror. I painted on my eyelid and on the lash. I'm taking my fingers and just putting it on my eyelid. I do have a lash lift, so that complicates things a little bit. Okay friends, so I had a lash lift. It complicated things a little bit for my eyelashes, but we figured it out. The lashes are on, they are flawless, and these are from Angel Like Cosmetics. Now the look is looking really good, especially with the lash, and it's dazzling, stunning. And I really wanted a dramatic lash just because this look is dramatic. I did keep a flare at the end, so I didn't directly glue it to the end of the eye, but instead on the eyeliner. And you have this freedom once you've done the eyeliner. First, you have the freedom to choose, so it's up to you. And yes, okay friends, so I'm gonna do my hair really quickly off camera. Some people do ask me how I do my hair. So usually I just part it in 2 sections. I'll show you guys a small piece, but then I'll come back and just have my hair done for you guys because I know that that's nicer, more decent. I just put my hair, half of my hair up, I get my curler, and I just curl away from my face, and I hold for about 20 seconds, and then I'll show you what I do. And you can do this to your clients too. I just get the curl, I hold it, bounce it, leave it, and then I do that for the rest of my head. I'm gonna use the Bolero serum. This is from the 99-cent store actually, and I just wanted to try it on myself because I didn't have a serum, I just needed something, and it's actually worked out quite nicely. My skin does really good with it, and I have sensitive skin, so it has hyaluronic acid. I quite love it. And when you rub a serum into your client's face, you could use really a good serum that is good for sensitive skin and hydrating to the skin. You don't want to use something that might be too invasive, especially if you don't know their skin. You really want to be careful with the products that you put on their skin. You want to ask them if they're sensitive, you know, before you prep their face. I'm going to be using Good Molecules. This is a silicone-free priming moisturizer. Now this is good. It's good for sensitive skin. It's good for dry skin, and whenever you put a serum on or a lotion, you always want to rub up. You don't want to rub down. You're rubbing up, you're rubbing against gravity, and it's gonna help you to not age fast. Especially your clients, they would appreciate that. Now that we have the face prepped, I'm gonna use my Agua de Rosa, and this is my rose water mist. It's great to reduce redness, inflammation, acne. It's a really amazing primer and setting spray. It helps to provide a dewy finish, and it just ties along with everything. It's super refreshing, smells amazing, and it just glides on the face like a dream. It helps to smoothen the foundation. So I recommend rubbing it into the face, and while it's tacky, getting a water base you can use for foundation. I'm using Wet n Wild today. I'm gonna mix it with a lighter shade. I usually don't use Wet n Wild, but I just want to try a different foundation since I've seen how smoothly this wears, and I have a good base, so I feel like I could really trust the base today. I'm gonna mix it. I am a mixer when I put on my foundation. I've been intentionally kind of sitting in the sun to darken myself up a little bit because I've been so light all winter. So yeah, you want to match your décolleté, so you can take a color match and kind of just go on from there. And if it's one shade lighter or one shade darker, you can darken it up or lighten it up with concealer, but it's better to have your shade. It's best to have your shade. You absolutely should have your shade, but just be mindful if you, for whatever reason, are not able to get your shade, or if you're lighter, or if you're darker, go from there. Add more bronzer as needed, or add more concealer as needed, and you can use a face palette or the back of your hand, whatever you want. Now today for this foundation, I'm going to use this Angel Like Cosmetics Beauty Blender, and it is going to blend out the foundation. I've kind of strayed away from beauty blenders lately, but I really wanted to use mine today just because I got her ready to go. Might as well. I have been using brushes lately. I feel like beauty blenders are taking product off of the face and, you know, just adding less product. So if you have a beauty blender and you're using a beauty blender, you know, just make sure you're using enough product, and, you know, just blend it, just dab it lightly. You don't want to pull harshly. If you pull harshly, then you're pulling product off of the face into the beauty blender or into the hairline, and you don't want that. So I am bringing the hair back a little bit, just to brighten the face. And you can blow out and blend the smile lines if somebody has profound smile lines, and the nose creases to really get a flawless finish. And there you go. So now I'm gonna be adding concealer. You want to go 1 to 2 shades lighter. This is the ColourPop Pretty Fresh concealer. She's a really good concealer. I'm gonna go under. My Agua de Rosa spray really does help to reduce cakiness, so highly recommend. And for this concealer, I'm actually not going to blend with a beauty blender. I'm gonna use a brush. So I'm gonna use this concealer brush from Real Techniques, and I'm just gonna pull it, tug it, and I'm gonna go. When you put a product on, you want to be very careful about where you put it, how you blend it. Concealer under the eye, you want to make sure that when you go under the eye, in order to avoid creasing, I'm gonna give you guys a little hack here. You want to go kind of where that under eye crease is and kind of take away product from it at first. You want to take away some product from it, and I'm going to tell you what to do to help you out with the creasing so that it's not so much. This area is fine. It's most likely not going to crease for you. You're going to take some product away and you're just going to softly blend, extra blend, and you're just going to go in circular motion right here, and you're going to get a really nice blend. Just circular motion, get a really nice blend, and that's it. Just go specifically in circular motion around the under eye area, and with the brows you can kind of carve them out with that concealer if you so desire. And I'm just going to blend that out. And if you're ever struggling to blend concealer, just remember circular motion will help you to blend it out. And then I'm gonna go along the edges. So under the eye is a part that usually creases from here to here. Just go circular motion in the immediate crease area, in the crease danger zone. You're gonna set that, just specifically set it there. And we'll go back. I'm gonna use the Huda setting powder. We will go back and set her in a little bit, the whole area, but we're just gonna set this area for right now, and we're gonna kind of leave it alone. As for the rest of the face, you can spray it. And this is the Agua de Rosa again. I'm gonna take my beauty blender and I'm gonna just blend, and this is gonna give a radiant finish. The setting powder is really what leaves a matte finish. And by this point, this part of your eye should be blended since you did go in the circular motion. And I'm just going to blend under the cheekbones and just soften it up a little bit. And I haven't used any contour yet, so I have a trick for you guys, a hack if you will. And I'm going to show you guys what I do when it comes to that part. So I'm going to get a brush like this, and I'm going to get my contour. I'm going to warm it up on the back of my hand. This is the Wet n Wild contour stick, and I'm just going to warm some up on the back of my hand, just like that. Just like that. I'm going to take the brush from my hand, and instead of directly applying the contour to my face, I'm going to apply it to the brush in circular motion, and I'm just going to blend it on. And this is going to provide a smoother finish, way less harsh and way more blended. And this is really going to help to give a smooth texture to the face instead of a harsh blend. Some people would like to go in with more of a defined contour for the nose area, and that is up to you. But for me, I'm keeping it a little bit more soft and defined because this is for professional. You want to look professional, you want to look airbrushed, and that this look is going to help you to have the airbrush effect instead of the harsh lines and all of those things. We want to look as soft as possible, as natural without being natural as possible. And we just are gonna go in and just blend all that area right there. I'm taking this Sephora Micro Smooth palette. I'm gonna be using this contour shade. I suggest having contour shades for those of you that do makeup clients for a medium skin tone and also a darker complected skin tone. Usually you could get away with wearing the medium fair skin if you don't use too much. This bronzer, you would totally get away with it on very fair skin if you just don't dab into it and use a lot. You can totally get away with it. Okay, and I'm going to also use a little bit of blush from this palette. I'm going to be using this shade with a little bit of highlight in it, and I'm going to this Huda Beauty powder on a sponge and just dab and really bake under the contour, over the blush, and I'm doing this before I apply the highlight. And I'm just doing this in the T-zone, and I'm going to cut it by the nose and make it subtle. And I'm gonna do that by the nose right there. And I'm just going to make it subtle. Okay. And while that sets, I'm gonna go and get a brow highlight. For my brow highlight, I'm gonna use Heart of Gold by Angel Light Cosmetics. And she is very gorgeous. And I just wanna give her a little contrast. I just love the way that a under the brow highlight looks, as well as with that inner corner. We're gonna hit the inner corner and almost just the bottom of that eyelid right there, and the inner corner we're just gonna shine her up and give her a little kiss of gold, and it just adds a depth to this look that is so pretty. And also on the Cupid's bow, and I take it on the Cupid's bow and I just apply it. And this is from Angel Light Cosmetics. We are sold out on our website. I will make her again upon request, so if you guys request her, I will make her. And a little bit on the tip, just a little bit. And I don't really do a bridge highlight, but I'm gonna do a little bit of a bridge highlight for you guys today. And yes, so I'm gonna let my face set. Under my eye, I'm going to get a pencil brush, and this is from Angel Light Cosmetics as well. I'm gonna get Whirlwind on the brush, and I'm going to take her from the end of the eye and just blend her all the way through. I hope you guys are enjoying this video. It's very instructional, but I really wanted to make something to help the makeup artists out there. I was really looking just to further my education in makeup today, and just through YouTube, because it's such a great resource. Even estheticians, I feel like, can come back to YouTube for reference if they forgot something from their classes and things like that. And I just feel like there's limitless information in this makeup industry, and I just wanted to really make something great, a resource for you guys out there that want to further your education. And that's why I wanted to make this video, for those of you that want to do that. So I'm just taking this brush, and I'm gonna take this brush now and smoke it out, but going up because you don't want to bring it down too much at all. And some people do the face first and set before, and that's fine. Everybody will find their groove in doing makeup, like I said, but you know, just do what works most convenient for you. I'm gonna do Royalty, and I'm gonna add her on top almost to the waterline, and I'm just gonna add her almost to the waterline. Super gorgeous and beautiful. Now with the powder that's on my face, I'm just gonna set it and press it in. I'm gonna add some of the Truth to the high points of my face, and I'm just gonna add her to the cheekbones because that's the only place we really haven't added her. And now I'm gonna spray my agua de rosa, and I'm just going to use my beauty blender and blend everything in. You don't want to overblend all of your hard work, but setting your face and blending everything in will just lock it in all day, and it will secure your makeup to the point where you know that it will not go anywhere, and give you a sense of security that you know your makeup is melted. And you just want to press it into your face, and you kind of just want to set it as if you're stamping it on your face for it to sit there all day, or your client's face. And this is really going to help to provide a flawless finish. And I don't know if you guys can see that face, but it's very beautiful, very snatched. So I just did my lipstick. I did this brown lip liner. This is the Wet n Wild lip liner, and I just blended some matte concealer, the Camo Conceal, with this NYX Lingerie, and I applied it with my fingers and just blended this with my lips, just with my lips. And I suggest having your clients blend their lipstick with their lips as well. So I'm gonna get a disposable lip wand and add a gloss, and then we're gonna be done. I'm gonna just put it on top of the lip, and then we're gonna be done here, and just make it very subtly glossy. And this is Angel Wings from Angel Like Cosmetics, and I just love it so much. It's actually a natural lip plumper as well, and she has really subtle glitter in her. I do have to mix like on my lipstick, like I don't know why I have to always mix it like that, but that's how I do it. And I am obsessed with this lip combo. First time that I've been able to do a lip combo like so I'm obsessed with it. I'm so happy. And today I saw a butterfly, and I know it's unrelated, but yeah, friends, so I hope that you guys learned a lot from this makeup look. I did do a blue magenta look. I did a colorful look for you guys on purpose to do a more complex look. You know, I really want to encourage you guys as a makeup artist. I've worked at Sephora, like I said. You know, I just want to say that makeup artists that only cater to a specific type of person, or you know, race or people, you know, are really limiting themselves to opening up to other clients and other opportunities. So I encourage you guys to not just watch my video, check out some other people's cultures and some other people's makeup, because you never want to be closed off as a makeup artist and only cater towards one nationality. It really closes you off from kind of the rest of the world. And I'm saying that, you know, to really hopefully open your guys' mind, and hopefully, you know, just diversify your skill set. Learn how to do somebody that looks different from you's makeup, and don't be, you know, limited to your own race or, you know, people similar to you, because you're cutting off so many opportunities by doing that. And if you really want to be a well-known makeup artist, it's so important to have a clientele of diversity. So that's why I encourage you guys to not just watch my video, but also watch videos about other cultures, you know. I know I've had a lot of Indian bridals. They love the, you know, nice and glam makeup, and you know, it's nice to learn about Indian brides and Asian. Sometimes the Asian women, they put on their dresses too, and they have their cultural apparel. African American women, it's a beautiful process. And you know, I say this with love, and you know, also people have hooded eyes across all different types of cultures. I say it with love, you know, as a makeup artist, you know, really make it a goal to know how to do everybody in specifics makeup, and not, you know, some people will say stay catered to a certain type of person, it's gonna help you. You know, I say don't do that. If you want to be a successful makeup artist in this industry, really get to know people, and you know, look deeper than the surface, and you know, look deeper, get to know people, get to know other cultures. And it's so fun once you do, because you get to know about different cultures, different people's food, different people's perspectives, different upbringings, different places around the world, and it's just such a beautiful thing. But you know, God bless you guys. I really wanted to, you know, let you guys know that this video is gonna be a lengthy one. I'm gonna have my work cut out for me, but I really don't want to edit it much, because I dropped a lot of valuable information to the makeup artists out there and for you guys. And don't forget to put hairspray in the hair if you guys are doing hairstyles and stuff like that. Also, I highly recommend getting experience or a degree. Don't charge money if your work isn't where it should be yet. Just practice on models. Do the best, you know, do the best that you can do every day. Be nice to as much as people as you can. It's not going to hurt you to be nice. Be good-hearted, be good-spirited, and God bless you guys. I really love you guys, and I hope that you guys took something from this video. Don't forget the hairspray. I use Got to Be Glued because this is all I have. Okay? But I love you guys. You guys take care, okay? And I hope that you guys receive this video well, and I hope that it finds you, and I hope that you learn something that can help your skill set. Bye. God bless.